Denver Broncos franchise icon Von Miller is only 27 years old, and he's already one of the greatest defensive players to ever live. The Super Bowl MVP has dominated just about every offensive line he's faced, and we all know the Denver defense would not have come close to dominance if they didn't select him in the 2011 draft. No questions asked. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we'll share 20 facts you probably didn't know about Von Miller. Number 20, a man of all sports. Like many other great athletes, Miller could have probably turned pro in more sports than the one he followed for in life. At DeSoto High School in Texas, Miller was a star track and field triple jump and javelin competitor. In football too. Number 19, check your scouting notes, sir. We'll go out on a high note and say that only J.J. Watt and Lawrence Taylor shall be considered better pass rushers than Miller when he retires. This may be hard to believe for most of you, but Miller was only ranked the 15th best weak side defensive end in the country back in 2007. We aren't the only ones shocked that he wasn't number one. Number 18, mile-high break. Though the Broncos happily took Miller second overall in 2011, they should feel very thankful he didn't declare for the 2010 NFL Draft. According to experts, Miller would have likely been a second-round selection if he jumped for the draft a year earlier than he actually did. To you, Patriots, Steelers, and Panthers fans, we're sorry to break this to you. Number 17, story behind the number. You all know that the majority of athletes have a very special story as to why they wear a certain number. For Miller, he wears the number 58 in honor of his childhood idol, linebacker Derek Thomas. Ironically, Thomas was a superstar to the Broncos' heated rivals, the Kansas City Chiefs. Number 16, his real name. Though he goes by Von Miller, his real name is actually Vonnie Vivijan Miller Jr. Pretty cool, don't you think? Number 15, oops. Sorry, but we do have to tell you what a longtime scout said about Miller, comparing him to NFL draft bust, Vernon Gholston. In looking at Big 12 tape, he does not have a motor. He doesn't chase hard, they run at him, and he doesn't fight off blockers. When he gets sacks, a lot of times he's not getting blocked. He's a one-move guy. He was simply saving his best for the NFL. Number 14, quick start. Go back to the Denver Broncos and Oakland Raiders Week 1 showdown. Miller made a name for himself immediately, forcing a fumble on his first play from scrimmage. Little did many of you know that would be the start of something special. Number 13, Carolina missed him. We hate to beat up on you Panthers fans, but how funny is it that Miller would crush Cam Newton in Super Bowl 50? In other words, what if the Panthers took Miller first overall in 2011 and Cam Newton went to Denver second? Just something to think about. Maybe Carolina would have been victorious. Number 12, nobody calls him chicken. Miller knows he won't last as an NFL player forever, but he already knows what he can do when he retires. In 2013, he bought 38 chickens to raise on his property in Dallas. Miller claims he studied and raised them in college, so he should be taken care of for life at this point. Maybe you can work on his farm too. Number 11, he's Cam Newton's daddy. In a 2012 matchup against the Panthers, Miller destroyed Cam Newton, sacking him once and forcing one fumble in the Broncos' victory. And of course, in the Super Bowl, all he did was sack Newton 2.5 times while forcing two fumbles, the first one being a touchdown and the second one setting up Denver's game-clinching touchdown. Number 10, and Tom Bradys too. You all know that the Patriots head coach Bill Belichick gets praised for eliminating the opposition's top weapon every year. Von Miller isn't one of them. He has 7.5 sacks on Brady and an interception in 7 games against one of the best quarterbacks ever. He single-handedly dominated the AFC Championship, forcing Brady into one of the worst games of his career. Number 9, showbiz. Miller is on national television in front of millions every year, but he also made it onto the 22nd season of Dancing with the Stars. Sadly, Miller was eliminated 5th. Number 8, but he really can dance. Just look at these dance moves and try telling us they suck. Number 7, Jaws who? Remember the epic and yet freaky Jaws movie series that made you scared of going into the water? Sharks may fear Von Miller if anything else. That's because he caught a shark on vacation in the summer of 2016. Number 6, this man saw the future. You know NFL analyst Mike Mayock? Well, he must have seen the future. He compared Miller to teammate and partner in crime. Pass rushing. DeMarcus Ware. They've teamed up to destroy O-lines and quarterbacks through 2 seasons. Number 5, clean it up. Everyone loves Miller, but the guy may need to work a bit more on being a better role model for you. He was fined 3 times in his rookie 2011 season and fined $21,000 for an ugly hit on Cam Newton in the aforementioned 2012 meeting. Furthermore, he missed the first 6 games of 2013 for violating NFL's drug policy. But he has avoided controversy since that suspension. We'll give him that. Number 4, chasing his idol. Remember that talk about Derek Thomas? Miller almost beat his record. Early on in the 2015 season, Miller became the third fastest player to hit 50 career sacks. He did so in 58 games, matching his number. Reggie White did it in 40 games, and Thomas did it in 54. Number 3, Elite Company. With the Super Bowl 50 MVP award, Miller becomes one of the only 4 linebackers to win the prestigious award. Malcolm Smith won it with Seattle, Ray Lewis with Baltimore, and Chuck Howley with Dallas. Number 2, he can help you see. Don't lie to us. You love watching this guy in those epic glasses. And no, it's not to look cool. Miller actually takes plenty of pride in helping others with their vision. He created Vaughn's Vision, which provides free eye exams for children in Denver. He's become a huge key in helping low-income children acquire eyeglasses. And number 1, ask your mom. Seriously, kids, here is a lesson. Miller's father was extremely reluctant about letting his son play football. Apparently, his father considered Vaughn to be too skinny. So what did Miller do? He asked his mom. The rest is history. And again, haven't we all done that? Is Von Miller the best defensive player in the NFL? Join us in the comments below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.